guys, it's 12th of June today. We get lifted out tomorrow, the 13th of June. Why is that good day? I don't know. Anyway, luckily it's not Friday the 13th. So we're getting lifted out tomorrow, and we haven't actually changed the impeller in this engine for
So I've got news for you. Tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Aye.
Friday the 13th. Shit. Okay, we're getting lifted out Friday the 13th. Brilliant. Even more reason than for to change the impeller, because like I said, the impeller has been in this engine for over 12 years. Okay, the engine hasn't actually ran for 11 and a half of them, so it's a good time to change the impeller, just to make sure that I don't have any problems getting across to the marina tomorrow. So this is just a wee quickie video. Got to change the impeller in here. This is the raw water pump on the Beta Marine. These Johnson pumps, it's not really a big problem. You just really need a normal screwdriver, and you just undo the screws on the front plate. There may be a little bit of water seepage in here because I did have the engine running just a couple of days ago. The main thing is don't drop the screws because they're only tiny. You know what, I think I'm going to see if I can turn off the valve, the stopcock. This is just water now that's lying in the line. And yes, I left the top one to last for a reason. If you take that one off first, the plate just spins round. So let's see what kind of condition this rubber's in. Pump's in very good condition. The pump itself, just a wee bit crud on there, it's nothing. Same pillar. It's a bit weird the way the blades are sitting, because they should all be sitting in the one direction. It's actually sitting in the wrong direction. If I can't get it off with this, then I have to get the long nose vice grips, but I should be able to get with this, which is quite simple. And in actual fact, I am impressed that there's no cracks. That would actually do for another 100 hours easily. Hope the new one I'm putting on is going to be every bit as good.
Ah, go on. Get the new one in.
Yeah, you know what, I'm going to put a new one in, just in case, just in case. Same thing, you just clean the inside of the pump house and make sure there's no rust or anything in here, any debris. But there was no debris in here, which was pretty good. The rubber should be changed at the same time because that's been compressed. That can be more difficult to get out. It's something that's not going to damage your casing. Doesn't matter if you damage the rubber, obviously, because the rubber's getting changed. There we go. That's the rubber out. Again, make sure there's nothing contaminating the inside of there. Now, use glycerin grease.
It comes with a kit.
It comes with a kit. Put a little on the rubber, on the new rubber. That just pushes into place. It sits there. New impeller. It's the old one. New one. On the impeller blades. And on the inside of the pump. Just give this a quick wipe off. Goes on there. before you put that back on. Put that back on.
Oh yeah.
Now you see there's a slot there, there's a bolt in the middle here. So put it into place and turn it so that the blades are going the way you want it to. And push home.
Looks a bit squashed. Is that supposed to look squashed?
Yes, that's the way it pumps. It takes the water in here, pumps it around. When it gets to here, squeezes it up and it goes up through the line.
Okay.
I think you're supposed to actually close one of them off, because a rotation that way it doesn't make sense going both ways. That should be wrote off because this one actually rotates in that direction. Into place, careful not to lose the screws. This is so much easier when you're not bouncing about on the water. So if you're going to do a big trip, it's not a bad idea to just check your impeller's okay, because when you're bouncing about, this is twice as hard. There we go. Unfortunately, I've also got the grease on my fingers.
Is that a screwdriver?
Yeah, I've got the grease on my fingers too, so it's making the bolts a little bit slippery. Sometimes, if you just turn it back a quarter of a turn or half a turn, you can find the start to the thread a bit better. Now it's just a case of snipping it up a little bit at a time, but don't forget there's a rubber in there that you want to see. You notice I'm not actually tightening it, it's just taking it till it's just catching. Now they're all in, go back, turn it until I can find it. It just doesn't want to turn anymore. I'm not putting excess on it. Right, now while I'm at it, I'm just going to check if I can get this off. My raw water strainer. Not that tight. Not actually too bad. Not too bad. I think the water's quite clear here, so water strainer. Still hold that up just so that the vibrations doesn't off. Dry around. Best I can. Turn the water back on. Don't forget to turn the water back on if you turn the cuff off, otherwise you'll doing your impeller. It really needs to start sucking in water within 30 seconds. Loads of water. Now the only thing that's left is to check for leaks around the impeller. No leaks. Job's done, guys. If there's anything at all you find about this video interesting, please don't forget, hit the like button, drop me a like, stick a comment in, tell me what you'd like to see us doing, and we'll see if we can help you. That's all for now. So we'll see you again tomorrow when it's time to have the boat lifted out.